All right, you guys, so I kind of already started this, so I'll just walk you through what I did while the other video was processing. The zeros are 3 plus 5i and 3 minus 5i, so that 3 is positive. So both of my factors that I set up, I have x, because the 3 is positive, x minus that imaginary number, right? X minus that imaginary number, and also x minus this imaginary number, okay? So x minus, just as if it had been, the zeros were plus 1 and plus 2, and it would have been x minus 1 and x minus 2. It's still x minus here. Okay, and so then all I did is I distributed this negative to get minus 3 minus 5i, and then I distributed the negative here, and I got minus 3, but this time plus 5i. Okay, this is important because when I multiply this out, so I put x minus 3 minus 5i, I put those here in my area model, and then I have x minus 3 plus 5i, and I found each of these little boxes, just like a normal area model. Now what you notice that's really cool is I have plus 5xi here, minus 5xi there, so those cancel out, plus 15i here, minus 15i here, those cancel out. Everything else I just brought out. So x squared was x squared. Negative 3x and negative 3x gave me, oops, oh you guys, I just messed this up. Negative 3x and negative 3x, when you add them together, gives us negative 6x. Negative 6x. See? This is what I get for going over things again, which is get negative 6x. And then positive 34 I got because positive 9 plus negative 25i squared ends up being positive 25, and 25 plus 9 is 34. Okay? So now f of 1 is 29, so 29 equals, I need to figure out what my k is, times x squared would be 1 squared is just 1, minus 6 times 1 is just 6, plus 34. So 29 equals k times 1 minus 6 is negative 5, plus 34 is 29. Ah, what? Look at how nice this works out. If I divide both sides by 29, I get k equals 1. So you don't even need to put a coefficient in front of this. What we get is f of x literally equals my yellow equation here. And it says sketch, so we can sketch this. Can we factor that by any chance? Is there any way that two numbers multiply to be 34 and add up to be negative 6? So 1, 2, 34, 2, and 17. 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope, I think that's it. So, or we could just plot some points. So if we put 0 in, it's a positive. It's a positive, right? If we put 0 in, we get just 34 back. So this is going to be 34. So that looks weird. Oh, and you know what? If our roots, here's something. Here's a fun fact. It's not going to cross the x-axis at all, which we should have figured out a long time ago because our roots are both imaginary, which means they're not going to be on that number line. Remember how I talked about real numbers being on the number line, imaginary numbers not? So it's just going to kind of go up something like this. You could put other points in there, but that is all I need.